This morning on Leonard's Look, the gift of an education. Nearly 30 years ago, our Mike Leonard visited a school brimming with high hopes and hard work. He recently went back to find out what's happened since that first visit.
On the rugged west side of Chicago stands this beacon of hope, this triumph of educational achievement. It's Chicago's Providence St. School, where honor roll students are cheered like star athletes at a pep rally until the buzzer sounds and those same enthusiastically vocal students walk the clean hallways in near perfect silence. At this school, there is no tolerance for unruly behavior, sloppy attire, or lackluster effort. A strict, achievement-oriented code of conduct set in motion decades ago when Paul Adams took command of what was a broken-down, soon-to-be-closed inner-city high school and then challenged his students to see beyond their blighted surroundings to a better life made possible by academic excellence.
We say, in spite of the difficulties, you are going to make it, period.
That video clip came from my first Providence St. story.
Yeah, you're looking good there, man.
A story that aired on this program back in February of 1982. One Today Show viewer was so impressed by this scholastic jewel in its battered setting that he flew from his Washington, D.C. residence to see the place in person. That viewer was President Ronald Reagan. It was an empowering moment.
One of the best days of my life.
The avalanche of national publicity led to an increase in donations. The building was renovated, a grammar and preschool added. Younger minds now awakened to all that is possible when hard work is combined with great expectations.
For 33 years, 100% of our students get into colleges.
Children want to learn. They're eager to learn. And if you put a great teacher in front of them,
and take away the distractions.
Take away the distraction. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. You know, let's not make it complicated. That's it.
It's been over a dozen years since Paul Adams handed over the day-to-day duties as principal to Jeanette DeBella. Yet his looming presence as school president still casts a forceful shadow. And always will, says Providence St. graduate Marvin Simpson, an operations technology director and one of the students included in my 1982 story.
His voice will push you and nudge you into the correct direction to go to.
Did you fear him?
To this day, yes.
And to this day, the once skinny, once uncertain Clarence Brown, now Dr. Clarence Brown, gives thanks.
There was something about the love that was there, the discipline that was there, and something about that mission statement.
At Providence St. we believe.
The mission statement is recited before class, before mandatory parent enrichment workshops, before assemblies. For admissions director Aletha Wilson, valedictorian of our 1987 Providence St. class, that mission statement never stops resonating.
Because any obstacle that we face in life, we know that if we work, plan, build, and we dream, with God's help, we can find a way to make one.
And it's not just words.
Nearly 30 years ago, a young television reporter heard about one man's quest to keep his remarkable school alive.
You know, I remember you calling me and saying, "Are you still open?"
The story aired. A president came calling. And 3 decades later, it was a Providence St. graduate, Army Major Gregory Canty, who stood as the officer in charge at the inauguration of our current president.
Hard work pays off. Smart work pays off. You know, quality education pays off.
Paul Adams knows, for this has been his life's mission.
At Providence St. we believe. You keep saying that, and you keep saying it, you start believing.
I need you to survive. For today, Mike Leonard, NBC News, Chicago.
So
that's
great.
Inspiring.
Quality education pays off. Let that be a lesson to us all.
One person with a vision, too.